What's up YouTube, this is Tien, bringing you a build guide update, this time for our elemental hit Ascendant. I want to tell you guys a little bit about how I've been playing this build in the previous patches, some of the stuff that's been added since then, as well as give you guys an update on some of the stuff I'm excited about for the upcoming 3.9 Metamorph League. So Elemental Hit, I've played it in every league since it's been released in Incursion, and I guess it wasn't released then, but it got revamped in Incursion, and I've played it every league since then. And it survived so many nerfs, combat focus, jewel nerf, and chin soul nerfs, things like that. It just continues to persist every league, and so everybody wants to know, hey, I saw the elemental hit got its damage nerfed by about 20%. Is it still going to be viable? On top of that, Mirage Archer, if you use that, got nerfed, as well as skitter bots, which is something I've been using since the last patch. Those got nerfed as well, but guess what? Elemental Hit will still survive. It'll still be great. In fact, I do plan on playing it, not as my league starter, but as my second build of the league. I really like kind of, leveling the build once I already have the combat focus jewels, and that way I don't have to start as like Rain of Arrows or something else. Anyways, let's talk about some of the stuff that happened in the previous patch. So I played it as Scion in 3.7, and I did like Pathfinder Slayer, which is kind of the new version that I like a little bit more. I started as Elementalist Slayer though, so I could do Ellie Reflect maps and kind of complete my Atlas, and then switched it over to Pathfinder once I got all my flasks and was doing bossing and stuff like that. I played it as Deadeye in 3.8 as just kind of like a quant farmer, so I stacked a whole bunch of quant. I picked up Mind Over Matter, did a whole bunch of travel in the tree in order to play it as Deadeye, picked up Inspired Learnings and stuff like that. It was fun. I did die a lot, and I remember saying to myself, I wish I was kind of playing this as a Scion because I wouldn't die as much in these T16s. But I was also being really greedy with quant gear, so there's that. How I plan on playing it in 3.9 is I'm actually going to try Scion again, but this time go crit. So because skitter bots were added in the previous patch, I no longer, I think I'm going to use the, what's it called? Yoke of Suffering in order to get the ability to shock, because my skitter bots will shock for me. So what I can do instead is then use my amulet to pick up Avatar of Fire. There's a Zoph's amulet, gives you Avatar of Fire, so that will allow me to kind of reduce some of the travel in my tree. Don't pick up Resolute Technique, don't pick up Avatar of Fire on that left side of the tree, and instead invest in all the crit that's near, the bow crit that's on the right side of the tree. So I'm going to try that out. It's going to be kind of an experiment. I'm going to have to care about accuracy again. And if I go Blood Magic, I'll only be able to use one aura, which will be the skitter bots. So I don't know how I'm going to fix accuracy, maybe just getting accuracy on my gear. It's another stat I kind of have to care about, which kind of sucks. But, the spirit of my guide is to always try things with the build, make it your own, try stuff that's new. My recommended version of the build will still be the one that's in the written guide that uses Yoke of Suffering. It may be harder to get in the upcoming patch because the Elder encounters are going to be a little bit more rare. But I still think that's kind of the optimal way to play it with, Resolute Technique and Avatar of Fire, kind of picking up all the keystones. I've dorked around with, Might of the Meek and Unnatural Instinct and a whole bunch of different jewel setups. Definitely make it your own, try it out, see what you like, see what you don't like. Definitely look out for some of the new mods from the Conquerors. We don't know what these Conquerors will hold. There's going to be new Exalted Orbs where we can get basically new mods and stuff like that. Pretty excited to see what we're going to get for our build. Maybe some Endurance Charge Sustain, maybe some Frenzy Charge Sustain, stuff like that. Maybe stuff to affect our Leech. Who knows? Anyways, that's it for this build guide update. Hopefully that answers some of the questions that we've been getting in the thread. I think it will still be viable. I will still be playing it. Feel free to check me out on my Twitch. I'll have a link to that in the description below. And you can see my adventures with Ellie Hit in the upcoming Metamorph League. See you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for stopping by.